And so my mom, she's very Christian, so she flipping out. You smoking the devil's lettuce, this what you want to do, you young. And she like, I'm going to call your father. You did it over there.
The devil's what?
Devil's lettuce.
Yeah, you ain't heard that one?
Never heard that one.
Yeah, no.
My brother just loves to do that.
Man.
He'll get in my car and be like, smells like the devil's lettuce. I'm like, do you want to ride or not?
Right.
What's your best way to smoke? Cause I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't had enough. What's your best way to smoke? Cause I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't had enough.
What's up with y'all out there? This is the Best Way to Smoke podcast, and you smoking with Big J.
And Serpo Jr. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and go on and tell a friend. And while you at it, hit the notification bell so you can get notified when all this dope content drop.
Please believe, make sure you do that. And we got our special guest co-host here with us again.
What's poppin', guys? It's C-Pop. Welcome to the Best Way to Smoke. Today we got our special guest with us, lady boss and cannabis entrepreneur, Miss Callie Kakes. Welcome, ladies, welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Yep, for sure. And what's your name, young lady?
I am J Lotus, y'all. How y'all doing?
Hey, what's up, J Lotus? Nice to meet you.
Yes.
For sure. So
Happy
look.
to be here.
Yep. So before we get into the show, we always do the best way to smoke tip. So when we have guests, we ask the guests, what's your best way to smoke tip? So ladies, Callie, you go first. Give us your tip.
I feel like the best tip is just make sure you're smoking something good.
Facts.
And what would you define as something good?
My taste is a little out there, but I say it
Talk
has
your
to
shit.
Look good, has to, smell good, but also has to taste good. Like if I'm smelling it, I'd rather smoke it and also get that same essence.
Yeah.
Look good, smell good, taste good.
Yeah, and it got to break down good too. Like nobody
Yeah.
likes it to look good, and then it's like real
Right.
sturdy and like boxy. I'm like, but you got to smoke something good. I feel like you can smoke it in a blunt, a joint, as long as it's good.
As long as it's
As long as it's good.
Definitely
I can dig
agree.
that.
And you, Miss Lotus?
My best way to smoke is either in a bong, so you really can taste the weed, or in a good leaf, like a grabber.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember you told us that when you jumped in the tent.
I did.
Yeah, she was like, the best way to smoke is the.
And I thought she was
Yeah.
just full of it because I was like, girl, bye.
No, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yellow.
We be in my house. She was talking about, I need a 30-minute nap.
That's me, though. I feel that.
I'm gonna come back.
She gonna come back.
Right.
On the real,
I need little
was that
breaks.
your first time ever getting in the tent or doing something like that?
It was something like that. I hit the gravity bong. Last year we went debuted in 420 in New York, and I was pretty high. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like Method Man and Redman was performing on stage, and I was in the back sleep.
But it wasn't really the back though, because
Right.
my actual section
When I
was
tell
like
you
right
I can
before the
relate.
stage.
Yeah.
So it was like a crowd of people, and then my section,
That was
she
some
wasn't
good
even,
shit
but
if
she was
you slept
behind
through
like,
that.
Right.
fold up, so you couldn't see her.
Yeah.
Right.
She was on the couch, like our little section. She was knocked out.
I was knocked
I was like,
out. Knocked out.
I could relate.
Yes.
I could relate in so many ways.
I was
I'm
like-
ready to chill.
You know how you
Like,
be so high, you be like, I can't believe this happening right now, but you can't do nothing
But
about
then-
it. I just
On the real.
So just to give like our new viewers like a description, because we met you guys at Smoking Loud. You know, you guys had your booth. It was dope.
It was
you know,
dope.
all the vibes. Like shout out to Callie Cakes. They
Yep,
had
yep,
all
shout
the
out.
ladies
Yep,
out
yep,
there.
yep,
As
yep.
soon as I pulled up, did I not? I was like, oh, we about to be best friends.
Yes.
I already knew. I already knew.
I was like, why did they leave me by yourself?
And then the best way to smoke, we brought a dank tank.
Yes, you
Mhm.
did.
And our
and
big-
had the
our-
whole
With the guns and shit,
area
yeah.
Big
lit.
Smoking.
Our
Yeah.
big Betsy. And
People
we had,
wasn't even in that thing getting high. We was
Listen.
over there like,
What the fuck?
right. It was real.
It
Shit
was
got real.
real,
But
yeah.
we was keeping people in there for 4 minutes and 20 seconds, seeing how long they could go. So we got our champ over
did
here.
anybody? Yeah, who was the champion?
People were going past 5 minutes
There
at
was
one
a few
point.
people that,
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
a few
Like-
vets, yeah.
OGs.
Yeah, there was like people who were just like,
Yeah,
leave me in there, you know? It's like, okay.
not I.
Smoke.
Right. There's some people like, get me out of here.
in and out. I gotta
Shit,
be
if I had some goggles, I know for a fact I can stand that motherfucker past fucking foot.
Right.
He's like, if I
for a
got
long
some, I'm
time.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Burning your eyes.
After
Yeah.
a while, that's like swimming in chlorine water with your eyes.
Yes. I'm telling you, you had us
Water.
all lit. I was like, I am really high. for
No,
real.
like
Right. So tune into our next events, guys, so we can have you blazed out the best way to smoke way.
Definitely
Okay.
have a vibe. It's gonna be fun.
Right.
Yeah,
and
for
you
sure.
you mentioned that you were at a 420 event in New York. Y'all pulled up to, right?
Yeah, that was insane.
Tell us a little bit about that.
It was insane. Method Man and Redman, they were headliners.
Mm-hmm.
It was at a place called, I think it was called Station. I
Mhm.
think.
it was Pier 3 or something like that.
Something like that. But it was
yeah.
3 levels.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all the levels were
They
full
were
to capacity.
packed
It was ridiculous.
Out. I've never
Like,
seen
straight cannabis
nothing
event.
that.
straight cannabis event.
Okay.
Everything was giveaways. Everything was just like, come up and try this. We had bongs. We were giving people bong rips. Like, it was
Nice.
crazy. It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
It was a dope
And people was
experience.
like blowing inside and everything.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Full of smoke.
All
Okay.
3 stories, no matter where you went, you found somebody that had some kind of cannabis.
That's
something.
right. Shout out
That's
New
right.
York for that
Yeah,
one.
it was really, really
It was
cool. That was
a
Cannabis
dope
Empire. They really
Cannabis
had us up.
Shout out to
Empire.
Cannabis
Yeah.
Empire.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
shout
yeah.
out
I
to
heard
Cannabis
that.
Empire
Yes.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Up there.
So you've done an event in New York. I believe you're going back, right? Okay, this 420 as well.
Yes, that's the plan.
We might have to pull up.
Let me know so I can get y'all in for real.
Yeah.
On the real.
So, and I know we seen you guys at an event out here. So what would you say the difference between like East Coast versus West Coast cannabis events? Like how was the vibe? Like
Make it
love.
first.
different.
The love.
Not versus, just like
it's the
like,
love, to be quite honest with you, because we talked about it a little bit. It's the
Mhm.
love.
What?
The love. Like the way that
On
they
the
were
West Coast?
so
Or the
East Coast, the way they
Yeah.
were
Full
so
circle,
like
yo.
open, because like, okay, I'm a girl. I mean, I'm a woman, right? So it's like I'm in like a male dominant,
Right.
industry. So it's like, what you saying? What you talking about?
Right.
You know,
Right.
you ain't smoking because your dude probably smoking. That's why you smoking. Like they don't really take you serious.
right.
So it's like I feel like it took me to go out there for them to be like, oh, okay,
Right.
people actually risking it for you and like dealing with you. Like maybe we should do with y'all.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
like, you should have been dealing with me.
On the real. So like what you saying, like what you going out there to the east, making that move to go,
Mhm.
get your product out there. People on the west was like, okay, damn, we,
Yeah.
we should,
you making
we should have been
moves.
fucking with you.
Mm.
What you doing? Like, oh, making moves.
Like I said I was
gonna
gonna do.
Exactly.
sometimes you gotta show them, and that's fine.
Because I mean,
You
Cali's
know?
my home. I'm from here, born and raised. I love
Yeah.
it. And I mean, our culture, cannabis wise, is
We the
immaculate. Like we done
the
did
front
that.
runners, yeah, for that.
So,
And the love was definitely different because like we just got legalized over there too.
yeah.
So
So they really
Yeah.
appreciative.
You know,
it
was-
Like
They happy.
They kicked
They
in
in
the door
that,
with
they
it.
in that
They kicked in the door.
they was
honeymoon
like, wait a
stage
minute.
right now.
So what like, so it was cool.
Mm.
That's
Liked
right.
it. It was
So
good.
so look, Kelly, tell us like, where you grew up at out here.
I grew up in the suburbs. I grew
okay.
up in the Burbies, San Gabriel Valley,
Okay.
West Covina is where I'm
That's
from.
right. That's right.
And yeah, I just grew up in a homey little town. It's like you go there to retire, or like
Right.
you've been there so long that you end up just staying there. So
And you kicked out the door, not in the door, but you kicked out the door.
a
Like
lot of-
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm outside.
I was like, I want to be in LA because I
Right.
mean that's what everybody was talking about. Like with LA, being in LA, being downtown, doing this.
Yeah.
And so I just was like, I'm gonna do it. But then it kind of shifted a little bit, and then I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna rock with it, and it worked.
Huh.
Yeah.
So
How old were you when you first tried cannabis?
I'm not proud of this.
Okay.
Mom,
I
don't
was
watch this.
like,
Mom, don't watch this.
I want to say, oh my God, when she called me, girl. And my stepdad, he's Caribbean, so it's like, it was a whole thing.
Right.
I want to say I was about 15. One of my
Oh, that's not
homegirls
bad.
I was hanging
Yeah.
out with, like her brother, he was like, smoking, and it's like, oh,
You
guys
like
wanna
it's not
hang out,
that bad, but
chill?
like how they look at us as young girls.
Yeah.
They be like, my baby.
'Cause
Like
my mom was like, she didn't. I feel like she caught him, but she really didn't catch on. Because you kind of smart for the most part, and then you get caught up on some dumb stuff. Like
you got too
later
cocky,
on.
or you're
Right.
like,
So,
yeah, like,
That's kind of how it was. And then like she didn't even really say nothing until college too. Like she waited till I graduated to be like, "Are you smoking?" And I was like, I mean,
she
and
didn't
the
have no- you
whole
think she didn't
house
have no
like,
solid evidence.
and I don't know what I had, but the whole house was dank,
Man.
and I could not smell it. And it was crazy because you know what made it
Because you
worse?
smoke it. Yeah.
What made it worse is when people was coming over, and like your mom's friends are like, "What's that?" And she's like, you don't know. I'm like, oh,
Shit.
It wasn't me.
it was me. And it was like in my bag, under my bed.
Right.
And I'm thinking, I'm really like, no, I don't know where we got that from, but it was my homegirl's brother. He was cool.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, he
Right.
just like, sharing with us. And then we started sharing back and we thought we was doing something, typical stuff.
Right. Like at the age you are now, do you smoke around your mom or in front of her?
Okay, yes, but no. Family gatherings, if like we outside smoking, she'll come say hi or whatever if I get there before her. But I try to like, put it out or blow it out and then go say hi to her. But like I don't really like, if she FaceTime me, I'm in my kitchen, then yeah, I'm smoking. But
Yeah,
I try
right.
not to,
Right. But try to keep it respectful.
Yeah,
like,
try to respect her.
yeah.
I don't know. It's like with me in that area, it's like for a while. You know what I'm saying? I ain't smoking around my parents. You know what I'm saying? Even though they know I do it, you know what I'm saying? They know I do use a little fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't smoke around them. But it's like now, it's like I'm finna go, ooh, I got this right here. Yeah. This,
You want to try it?
Hit
You know what I'm saying?
And actually, I was rolling for her for a minute because she had cancer.
Okay.
So it was like a big thing, trying to get her off of the medication because she was just like real down. She was like down. Like,
Yeah.
It puts you
so
out.
we were trying different things. And I'm like, well, I'm already smoking. Like, edibles work for me for this. Like, So it actually helped her a little bit. And she's good. She's great now. She's giving me hell. That's who she good.
Shout
That's
out
what's
to
up.
mom.
Does she still use cannabis or
No, she
Okay.
doesn't use anything. Now she doesn't take any kind of anything. She's just very much like health kick, if you will.
medical
Oh,
purpose.
good for her. Right.
Yeah.
Good for
What
her.
about you, Lotus? When was your first encounter with the cannabis?
My first encounter
Plant.
with the cannabis was
With the
my
cannabis?
dad. I know,
Yeah, with the
Jesus.
Why are we at like a triple A meeting?
You see, I
right
came with the
now?
plant. Like,
My name is Lotus.
This is mine. I'm not proud of it.
I said cannabis plant. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
We love the first time stories, just in
It
case
was
you were
my
tripping.
dad's stash. It was
Ooh.
it was my. I don't know.
You stole from that.
Yeah,
Pops?
yeah. It was like
Pops?
Yeah, it was like
You hear his pops?
So this boy that I was 14, and this boy that I was talking to at the time, he had gave me like half of a swisher, and I was like, I'm gonna smoke some weed, yeah.
Young love. Right
And-
there.
And my dad left me in the house one day, and I went through his drawers and I found some weed. So I was like, it's not gonna hurt if I take like a nug or two or whatever. And I got like so high and ate like all the snacks in the cabinet and stuff like that. I remember like watching Boondocks with like the TV on surround sound, and I like thought I was in the
You was
the
there, right.
show. It was real stupid. And my dad, I didn't get caught that first time, but my dad, he came home, he was like,
Right.
like,
Because
why it smell like weed in here? I was like, weed?
That sounds
I don't know. I've never heard of weed a day in my life. Yeah, no.
Oh, man.
And so here's the kicker. I posted it on Snapchat, and my cousin from New York saw it. She was like, "Oh my God, you're smoking!" I was like,
always
"Yeah."
family.
Yeah,
She
that's
will.
crazy because that's how I found out my daughter. Social media.
That's social media.
Literally,
Yeah, real shit.
she told my auntie, and my auntie told my mama, and so
They just went around.
yeah, and so just went around.
went around.
And so my mom and my dad, they were together. And so my mom, she's very Christian, so she flipping out. You smoking the devil's lettuce, this what you want to do, you young. And she like, I'm going to call your father. You did it over
call
there.
it the devil's what?
Devil's
Yeah,
lettuce.
you ain't heard that one before?
Never heard that one.
Yeah, no.
My brother
devil's
loves it.
lettuce.
They'll get in
Man.
my car and be like, smells like the devil's lettuce. I'm like,
Yeah.
do you want to ride or not?
Right.
That's a cold depiction of it, though.
So, and I'm a daddy's girl, so I couldn't fathom my dad figuring out I was smoking his weed, let alone his weed. So I knew he was gonna get mad if he heard it from her mouth. So I just decided to tell him. Yeah, I had
Aw,
to snitch on my
daddy,
son.
yeah.
Yeah, I said, Daddy,
Huh.
my mom trying to call you. And
What- Were you like, but Dad, it just smelled so good, so I just wanted to try it? Like,
yeah, I had to tell it. You gotta tell it. You gotta tell it.
I don't
you
think
have
so.
that good
Anything to
stuff,
keep me from
Dad.
getting my ass whooped. Like that was
I
really the
don't
biggest
think
thing.
You can sell it 3 different ways. He's all
Oh, yeah.
right.
And the
right.
first thing he said out his mouth, he was like, I knew I was missing some weed. He was like, I knew. He was like, I didn't think you was
All
smoking
right.
it. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, don't do that no more. And
Like,
it
don't
just
steal from me.
it started.
Right. It was the stealing from me part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't even the weed part.
Yeah.
He was like, I was looking forward to that. Grant.
Every
Listen, I get it now because I'm a smoker. Yes.
So was it instantly? Did you instantly fall in love with the cannabis plant?
Oh yeah. I knew before I even started smoking, I was gonna be a smoker.
And it was stupid because like I would spend the night at my friend's house, and then like say I had to be picked up on like Monday morning, Monday afternoon, or whatever. I would like try not to smell like weed. I wouldn't smoke with them or nothing. But then it's just like I couldn't stop. Like I started actually taking it home and learning how to roll. My little cousin taught me how to roll. Because he just was like, I'm not gonna roll it for you anymore. And I wasn't
But
gonna
you
go to
gotta
my
do people like
uncle's
that.
and
Yeah,
like,
you do.
Yeah.
and I was just like, come on,
Hold on. I got
He's like, no.
me.
Wait,
when they point you out.
wait.
I got a good
You
story
gotta
for
say
that.
please.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I can't listen. I can't roll a joint to save my life. I got the little thing.
Oh,
you know
I
what I'm saying? I got the little thing, or I do the cones.
Yeah.
But when I was first like, I wanted to learn how to roll like blunts or whatever. Like when I first started smoking, right? And my boyfriend at the time, he was like the plug, you know. So he was just like he would always like he was like connoisseur style. He knew what I liked to smoke. I couldn't tell you what it was, but he's just like, oh, you like this, had it rolled, whatever. Yeah. But I'm like, I want to learn how to roll this. He would never like he would show me every time, but I'm like, he would never let me touch it.
Yeah.
So my friend came up with a funny. She's like, why don't you just start buying your own weed and rolling it?
Yeah.
Girl math never
Say
goes
duh,
right.
like shit.
Nah. You think
Like, get
you
your
want to
own
know how my man felt about me buying weed from somebody else?
That's the part.
That's the part.
He's
That's
like,
the
"Go
part.
Somebody else.
He was
That's the part.
He
Yeah.
was
It's
like,
like, nigga, give me some. Yeah, man. Like,
You
shit.
know when you buy from somebody else, they be trying to do like little hookups and stuff. Like, yeah.
right,
Like,
and
they
they were
you on this
surprised
free.
that I came to them for some bud because I never had to, like, you know, like, so they was just like, okay, like, so I started rolling my own or whatever, and then I would always do like the pregnant belly blunts or whatever,
yeah.
and I was like, I started loving it. I was like, oh yeah, like, and he'd just be like, the fuck, like,
You went up to the car, you got your own weed. Like, my name.
Belly blood.
and then I would start rolling his bud. He'd be like, you didn't put in on this. Y'all, this shit was so funny.
That's
That
the
is
rule
so
in my
funny.
household.
So funny.
Whatever weed is there, it is ours.
Right. But then now I just do joints, but
Yeah.
I can't roll a joint to save my life. I don't even want to try, like,
What
my
do you
big old
like to smoke?
fingers. I prefer, like, hemp papers. I started on blunts,
Yeah.
you know, like, and,
off of it.
but I prefer, like, joints, like,
Yeah.
hemp papers,
Hemp
joints.
peppers are really good.
Try to keep them clean.
What about y'all? What y'all be on, the blunts or joints? What?
Talk your shit, Kat.
We started Dutchess. We started on Dutchess.
No, actually.
Right.
I started on Optimos.
Optimo is crazy.
And then I started to mix in White Owls, and then my cousin got
White
me off
Owls,
of that.
yeah, them good
I gotta
rollers.
say anything but a
You
white
but don't do it. Don't
Them
do
good
me
rollers,
because
and
they
they
did me
burn
wrong
slow.
when they said I was like, I'll never buy White Owl ever again. Right now, currently loose leaves.
Loose leaves.
That's just really because I mean I used to do like the
That's what I've been
what's
up on.
the one you gotta break down
Grab
the
it?
woods.
The backwoods.
Oh yeah.
I've never been a
Backwoods.
fan of the woods.
I could not wait to stop rolling those. I was just so annoyed
You
with
can't
having
be
to get
cute
rid
in
of
a
the
club with a
guts. Like,
backwood.
yeah, because you gotta get rid of the guts. Like it's just too much.
It's like I'm gonna mention them, you know what I'm saying? But by the loose leaves, you smoking loose leaves. Stizzly just came out with something like that.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's the same thing, but it's like I would just say they just roll and stick better.
Okay, yeah, because I
That's
can't.
That's
Easy
yeah,
guy.
that's a thing.
That's
too.
the biggest thing for me. But yeah, that's really like my go-to right now. Yeah, like, I actually had a guy at one point. They said they was gonna take them away, take away loose leaves. They were like, oh,
Because of the flavors.
yeah, but the flavors. But there was one
Yeah.
particular one, like the honey one, which I mean is pretty much neutral.
The
So
honey
I was
bourbon.
like, yeah, I kind of like that one. I had somebody on deck. They was hitting me right with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was getting
You tried
boxes. I was like,
those?
let me get boxes on boxes.
Yep,
I
that's
need
that.
those.
That's though.
Okay.
That's that shit.
Yeah.
If they know like a leaf, a pre-cut leaf that's like stickable, like that's a game changer.
Yeah, that's
for
a
real.
game changer
That's
for
a
sure.
game
That's gonna cut down time for sure.
changer.
On the real.
I'm gonna
on
look
the
into
real.
that. Thank you so much. Because I'm telling you,
I'm like, that's what we be complaining about.
Right.
daily.
If I got a fresh pack, I'll let you try it.
Okay.
'Cause I bought
Yeah.
I bought the pack. $2. Well, how much is these packs, brother?
And how much were they?
He gave it to me for $50. But they higher. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They sell them in the store for about like what, $8-9.
Okay.
That's not
It's
bad.
like 8-9 in the pack.
Yeah, they hitting people over the head for 17 for the bananas for loose leaf.
That's what I'm saying.
$17?
Yes,
15,
for the
15
bananas.
plus tax for sure.
You mean just for the one pack?
Just
for
the one
authentic pack, because you know it's a
Oh,
lot of fake
damn.
loose leaves going around. So
Yeah.
everybody's like trying to get the authentic one.
The
So
real shit.
to get the real shit, the you
So
know
I
the
guess
market
I got
for
it
is high.
good then. A little shop I be fucking with up
For
there.
the house, yeah.
Telling you. But yeah.
Man, look, if you can't find that, get you some Best Way to Smoke rolling papers. Though.
Okay.
Plug them in, though.
Yes.
Get some of them rolling papers, though. So tell us about the Cali Kakes brand. Like, when did you decide to brand it and turn your name into a company?
I was working with this one girl and she had a brand, but it wasn't cannabis related. It was more like girl empowerment, girl clothes, stuff like that. I got into the industry because I was working in a restaurant. 2020 happened and it was a hot mess.
Yeah.
Right.
And I had to stop working, but then I just happened to meet the right people. And I was just, like you said, talking my shit.
That's right.
And I was just talking. It was simple. It was like, oh, like, what you know about like smoking or whatever. And I was just like, well, this is what I'm smoking on. It was like, you didn't pick this. And I was like, well, I didn't grow it, but yeah. No, I got some good people, whatever. So it just kind of blossomed from there. And then just seeing the inside of it. Because a lot of people come on the, the dealer side or like, just consumer side. I got to see the inside. And I'm like, I want to touch everything. I want to touch all the buttons. I want to do all the everything. So yeah, I just kind of came across to that. So yeah.
That's dope.
And so it was like a mid-pandemic around, right? Kind of?
Pretty much, yeah. Like right before, I would have to say, like I was
Right.
just kind of like, swaying in the wind as much. I was in college, kind of like trying to figure it out off and on. And I was like, should I go back? Should I not go back? I've been working. And then this happened and I was like, what am I going to do?
Yeah. What was your major in college, though?
I did fashion and design for a minute.
That's
And I did
dope.
photography. And
I could see that because y'all got some cute clothes. Y'all was rocking it at the event.
I wanted to do like
know?
debate and stuff like that. But I just
Okay.
kind of like fell off a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is you guys have flour,
Yeah.
right? You guys also have pre-rolls.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So it's just flour for
Just flour. I feel
period,
like-
good
I
ass
mean,
flour.
What else do you need? No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
I never
The
really
basics.
started really smoking concentrates
flour.
until the last like 3. Thank you. I know. I'm glad to see. Last like 3 years for real.
Right.
And
And then it's always like when you're a true flour person, it's like, okay, like if I have
I'm very
it.
nostalgic. Like I like to
Yeah.
stick to the basics because I wasn't
Right.
smoking no crazy nothing. I was smoking the Gorilla
Right.
Blues and the
Right.
Granddaddy
Skywalkers
Shirts
and
and the
shit.
Skywalkers.
Yeah.
You know, Jet Fuel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like just all those
Hey,
good
how
ones.
much
Jack
you would get
Herrera.
OG?
Like I was smoking all of those, so I just I try
Keep
to
it
stay nostalgic
traditional.
because I feel like people are
Yes.
kind of drifting apart from it, but
Right.
we got to keep it true to the originals. Don't we?
Right.
Yep. Facts.
I
Facts.
like it.
So, what do you ladies prefer, indica or sativa?
I'm a hybrid girly.
Indica. I can smoke indica all day long.
Yeah. Me too. I mess
What
with
a-
the
what a name,
hybrids
man.
though. You know what I
I
mean?
didn't have a chance to put the
Hybrid
names
girly.
on there.
I'm an indica dominant.
I do
hybrid
apologize.
girly.
Oh, no, that ain't no
Those
thing.
are my like display jars, and I just was like, I want to make sure I got you guys something.
Oh, yes.
Like,
I know.
That's dope. And I smelled all of them. They all
Yeah.
smell good though. You know.
Barely open them and you finna, I'm high already.
Good. I'm glad. I love that. That's a great experience. Yeah.
So you said out of indica sativa, you said indica, right?
Mhm.
Blunts or bongs?
Once.
Okay. Wake and bake or nighttime?
All day.
Both.
Okay.
I'm with that all
All
day.
day. I do have a life, so I do have to take time from smoking, but I do incorporate it as much as I possibly can. Yeah. I mean, I've built my life that way. I don't think before I could do that. Like I
Yeah.
would sneak into my car to smoke, like during my breaks when I was waitressing. I was still the best waitress ever, but
Right.
But you have to be the best waitress ever. You got to take them smoke breaks.
I think every weed smoker probably go there though. You know what I mean? And then you elevate to where it's like you might be like, fuck it, I got shit to do, so I'm not gonna smoke until later on, to the
Yeah.
evening time once
Yeah.
everything is done. But initially, nigga, I'm getting in the car, break time, I'm blowing. That's why like vape pens and stuff come in handy though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't really got to worry about the smell.
And that's what I was really trying to get into, but I was just like a little nervous. But like my last day working, shoot, I came in blown. I didn't spray
Didn't
down.
give a fuck.
They were like,
Man.
we don't condone Like, but they knew it was me, and it was my last. What's she gonna do?
Hey.
Right,
Nothing.
right.
Everybody's last day technically. So
Man.
I'm not finna shape my weed smoking around my job. Everything else have to shape itself around my weed smoking.
yeah,
Huh.
feel it. Yeah,
Man.
that was it.
And blunts or bongs for you, Miss Lotus?
Blunts for sure. Yes.
Okay.
Love me a good blunt.
And wake and bake or nighttime?
All day, every day.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
So you guys are going back to New York this 420.
Yes.
Yes.
Big old
Yes.
plan.
And is that the only event you foresee like that's going to be coming soon from Miss Kelly Kakes?
I would say no. I'm not quite sure exactly what the next move is, but I just know that for me, I have to like focus.
Right.
And because like I feel like we did so good last time, like I just want to continue to move better with them.
Yes.
Because they're really like everything. Like everything's basically in house. They do all the everything. So
That's
it's like they have the stores, then they have the events, then they have like lounges. They have so much. I just want to be more of a value to them.
Yeah.
And then also myself, clearly. But
Right.
Facts.
yeah.
What's your best selling strain?
Oh, everybody asked me that. Mm.
That's a really
Keep
hard
it hush.
one.
I would
That
say
keep it like that though.
Or cherry kiss.
That
Cherry
did.
kiss,
The cherry
that's the
kiss
one
was
she
nice.
just
Oh,
said,
That one was
yeah.
really, really nice. I would say when we had the lemon cherry gelato, that was a little different for people because
Lemon
it was a
cherry
really strong, like freshly, like right off the belt cut. Like it was
That was
nice.
a time.
Yeah. That was. I feel like that was the one where everybody was like,
That was
"Let me
a
get my
time.
hands on that." And then when we had purple punch, but we had renamed it, and all the gentlemen were loving it. I have to tell you afterwards. But it was originally Purple
Okay.
Punch, and in the beginning, like trying to get our feet wet and everything, trying to be creative, and the men loved it. They
That
were
was
buying
the
out.
one
They
that
were
we
buying
did
ounces at a
in
time.
New
They
York,
loved it.
right?
No, I was
No?
out here. It's private, yeah.
Hey, like if you change the strain on some bud, like if I was to get like some Gorilla Glue and I come and just tell you this is some Serpaholic and it's just bomb, is that a game changer? Like by me taking this name and just actually putting my name to it?
No, that's what people do
No.
all the time.
Yeah, it's not.
People do
nah.
that all the time. They literally slap their name on anything and then be like, "Oh, this is that." That's why sometimes I don't even care. Like when I don't know the name of something, because I'm like, I'm sure somebody's gonna name it something because it's going to somewhere else,
For real.
Wisconsin. They don't.
I say that.
You know
Right,
what
they
I
don't
mean?
know.
They don't
Yeah,
care. Like it's
yeah.
a different thing for them. They have a different swag, a different lingo. So
I be saying
I don't
that
think
too
so.
though. Like they be like, you want me to label it this, that, and I'm like, nah, it's gonna go in one jar anyway.
it's like
On
it's
the real.
pointless.
I think it's hard to do with Gorilla Glue though, because it has its own smell. Like it
That
has
and
its
blue
own-
Certain
Dream.
strains do though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not just the glue though. It's certain other
Yeah,
strains out there.
that
I can't just
Blue Dream
name
is
it now, but you can
definitely-
smell it and be like, oh,
Russ
yeah,
That's
has
this is
its
that.
own
Yeah, that's
smell,
that. You know what
I
I'm
would say
saying?
that Blue Dream, Jack Herrera for sure. It has its own distinct smell. You can't miss that.
Can't fake that.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
fake it,
Blue
you can't
Dream,
shake
yeah.
it. Like it is. And I haven't seen that in a minute, which I wish it would come back.
Uh,
No, right? I know, right? So you say you guys deal with the flower. So where do you see your company going next as far as getting into what other areas of cannabis?
I want to get into the edible market. I want to do like infused drinks. Like we were talking before when I said I wanted to do a collab with Terp Slurp.
So shout out Turf Slurp.
Yes.
Shout out to Terp Slurp. You know, you're my family.
Yep.
I want to do some because they do like the slushies, and that's so cool. I just feel like that's nostalgic. Like that just takes you back as a little kid. I was running to the ice cream man. I don't know about y'all.
Yep.
But I
Yeah,
know
oh, everything, the donut trucks
Like,
and all
right?
that.
Like I was trying to do it.
Donut
They had the slushies. I was the best truck because they had everything: the soft serve, the slushies,
Man.
the cheese fries. And then when I
Man,
actually
them
was,
motherfuckers come no more.
I didn't grow up in the hood, but I would go visit my cousins in the Nickersons, and they had the
Oh,
candy
okay.
oh
houses.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I was like, this is a candy. This little slushies in the little Dixie cups
Mm.
changed my life.
Let me ask you a question. Like growing up where you grew up at, when you used to go over there, did you have like more fun over there? Was it like you didn't?
They wasn't really messing with me.
They
It's
wasn't?
okay, though. They messing with me now.
Uh-huh.
I think you got to prove yourself. You know, you got
He
to.
was the bougie cousin. Were you the bougie cousin?
No, I was never the bougie cousin. I was very much like let's be friends. But I feel like everybody just kind of, we're from different places. I sound a little bit
Yeah.
sometimes to everybody else. So
Right. Yeah, the lingo and shit.
and then like my aunties were like not afraid of my mom, but they were like, let me make sure we watch her, and then my dad was like, so they was like, we watching you.
Yeah.
So when they could go outside, I could go in the front. And that's when it was black and white. When it was not this vanilla wafer color.
Right.
Black and white.
Black and white.
I couldn't go no far from outside.
Yeah.
Bam. And in the back, I could go to like a little clothesline and that's it.
Yeah. So to get into the edibles, like, are you like to bake?
I do like to bake. I like making little pies and little like, stuff like that.
That's right.
That's a winner though, because I think them edibles and that way of going within cannabis, they winning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's edibles.
Especially because they're coming out with a lot of like infused foods and stuff. I actually was trying to do that at first, but I feel like I was trying to juggle too many things. Because essentially, like you could do cannabis, you could do flour, you could do concentrates, you could do food, so there's a lot of things that was going on. But I want to double back to that because there's, there's so many different ways to infuse food. I've seen a whole turkey be infused.
Like, people are more receptive to that.
And they have like real restaurants and stuff like that. So I like that. And I haven't been. Have you guys been to any of the restaurants?
Yes.
No.
Yes. The cannabis cafes, yes. They are amazing.
I'm slipping right there.
Artistry.
Right.
They have OG Cannabis Cafe out here.
I want to say I went to the artistry, but they didn't have infused food though, right?
No, upstairs.
Oh, they did? Infused food?
Upstairs.
Okay.
That's where I spend my little Tuesday.
What's the name of that one? What's the name of it?
The Artistry, and they have the OG Cannabis Cafe.
Okay.
Yes.
Cannabis
So they're
Cafe.
two major cool little cannabis lounges and restaurants that are very nice.
So we might have to pull up. Best Way to Smoke might have to pull up.
Okay.
Shout out to y'all.
Oh, I'm down there.
So do they
Right.
let you know like how many milligrams and shit it's infused with?
So I know LG Cafe, they have waiters. We have these are selections.
Right.
This is, do you want joints? Do you want flour? Do you want,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at the artistry as well, they tell you how many milligrams and everything and stuff like that. So you can smoke while you eat, you can have it infused, it's
Right.
dope. It's real dope.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to check that out.
So what's expected from Cali Kakes in the near future?
Being in LA, going to a lot more dispensaries, being there, doing a lot more PDAs, coming out.
Okay.
Because I love to meet new people. Like, that's the fun part of, like, this job.
Yeah.
Being able to meet and connect with actual,
Networking.
like, the networking, yes, but, like, just meeting the common stoners.
Yeah, right.
To be honest, because sometimes, like, working is cool, don't get me wrong, but then you got to really keep your, like, okay, that's focused, but I still want to have a little bit of fun. So it's always nice to, like, meet different people, see how they smoke, how they connect.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a blessing for cannabis though, because it's like essentially like it's a habit that can get you paid.
And that's really what
That's a good way of thinking though.
For real. When I thought about it and I broke it down, I was like,
Yeah.
because I was
Like that habit
stressed.
that
I was
gets you
like,
paid.
what am I gonna do about work? And then I was thinking about it and I was like, and it just from ever since then.
And it's so many ways to attack it. And like you guys have clothes and stuff too, right?
Yes, we do. We have like bodysuits
Yes.
and shirts and stuff like that. I'm trying to get crew necks going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so all the
dope.
ladies tap in. You want a cute little bodysuit?
Yes,
You
we
know,
want to do
from
another
Cali
photo
Cakes.
shoot.
Yes.
Another photo shoot. Yeah.
So if people want to contact you, where's the best way to contact you?
Right now, I would have to say Instagram is the best way to contact me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I might be.
Do you guys have a website up now?
No, we don't have a website. up.
Okay.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, because we've been just doing like the circuit, so it's like where we bring to the actual events and stuff like that.
Right.
Like the Smoking Loud, like
Yeah.
it kind of snuck up on me a little bit, but I still was able to get a couple of things that I already had like in storage from the last event. But yeah, shout out to Betty too, and
Oh yeah,
Mike
man,
Justice.
definitely
Please.
shout out to
Shouts
Betty and
out.
Mike Justice
Please
all the
shout out
time.
to them
Yep,
because
yep.
they were so and they were so inviting and so helpful. And I actually didn't know her personally before. I just saw her on Instagram.
Yeah.
Saw her videos and I thought she was really cool. So when she like reached out, I was
Yeah,
like,
Betty real.
hit me
cool.
up.
Yeah.
I was like, are you? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
You
Betty's
sure?
been doing her thing.
I was like, what's going
Yeah.
on? But
And
yeah,
that-
that
and
event was awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely something I could say about Betty because she's like, she dope as fuck when it comes to reaching out to people that she see that's trying to do something,
Yeah.
good people, and she'll, try to put you on and help you out. You know what I
It's a
mean?
really good
Community.
opportunity.
That's a
Yeah,
blessing
definitely.
for real.
Yeah.
Right. Women supporting women. I love it.
Yes.
And that's
Love
really
it.
what it's all about.
You
for
know?
real. Like nothing against them.
Right.
Yeah, we
I'm not
don't
a
take it
man.
like
I'm
that
not
though,
a
because
man
we support
basher
women
by
too.
Any
Right.
means. I need to be supported, so I gotta support. But
Yeah.
definitely, I love that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. What you say, team estrogen?
Team estrogen.
Oh,
We're team testosterone, but we definitely for team estrogen. No, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, just when it just comes to supporting other women, like, you know, because like you guys know how it obviously know how it is as a woman, like, so having support from our community, like one-on-one, is like it got to start with us, you know. So the next one could just feel supported,
On the
you know, like because you never know who you could inspire, you know, or where it could take you,
or who you might be working with next.
period.
So have you seen that, like, being a woman in the industry, you know, have you seen women, you know, coming together?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we came
Okay.
together, right?
Like, man.
That was a long
I
pause.
thought you was going to say something else though. You was like,
Yeah.
But
Just like because we came together.
I feel like
keep it real though. Like,
I feel like how like, you know, like energies don't lie. You feel
Right.
me? Especially like as for me, I see a woman who's on her shit, doing her stuff. You feel me? Like, I want to help you, and you know, we can grow together. I can learn something from you.
Yep.
We can learn, you know, from each other. You know, and that's like really important because, like, I feel like now in society, a lot of people put women against each other. Like, you know, like especially this in competition. So it's like, you know.
They put
like
women
Nikki and
against
Meg
each other.
right now.
There is women that allow it
I'd
as
rather
well.
not touch
Like,
that. I would
like-
not touch that.
Who y'all team Nikki or
None of
Meg?
us.
Oh, you
none
about
of-
to get
none of-
messy.
They say that shit.
I said this about 2-3 years ago. I'm gonna stop getting personal with these rappers and
Right.
performers.
Yeah.
Whoever is the best is who's putting out the best music.
Yeah.
And that's it. And we will see. That's just basically it. Because I just feel like it takes away from, you know, because now you got to pick sides. But if I listen to Meg, because Hot Girl Summer, like, are you kidding me?
This is all I'm gonna say.
Who going back? Who?
Nikki too old for that.
Huh.
The way even her
And when you hit-
little
when you
freestyle
hit
battle, you
that-
heard that
Look
shit?
though, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think like as far as like not competition wise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as like I'm gonna beat you down because I'm gonna win, forget you. But competition wise, as far as like how y'all say lifting each other up,
Yeah.
I could be wrong. But I think I heard Megan say, like, you know what I'm saying, she rapped, you know what I'm saying, her response or however it may be, because she trying to get #1 at the Grammys.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So whoever is going and hitting the hardest right now is going to come out on
Nicki
top.
Minaj has no Grammys.
Nikki ain't got no Grammys?
Shit, I don't
believe.
follow
I'm
it like
say
that. Shit.
I'm a fan of both, and we're gonna call it.
Yeah, they
that.
both got
Right.
some. They
All
both
I
got
care
some
about
cool
is
music,
put out
though.
the music. If you stop
Right.
putting out music, then I might not be a fan of them. That's
I
all
just
do.
feel like in society, Black women shouldn't be like,
Shouldn't be.
Right.
you know,
That's
bumping
what I'm
heads because
saying.
it's not, you know, it's not all the way like that for real. For real.
Right.
Like we got Bad Girls Club baddies and we got this, you know, there's other stuff going on.
So you
Yeah.
think competition within the women's realm is like, it shouldn't be no competition there?
Not unhealthy
No.
competition.
Not, I'm
I-
not. Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, it would be unrealistic to say there's no such thing as like competition.
Right.
There is competition.
Mhm.
You have to be better at something. You know what I mean?
There-
Somebody's better than somebody at something else. So that's just the way of life. But I feel like that sticker mentality, like everyone gets a sticker. Everyone, like that's not realistic.
Mm.
So
I
there
love-
is a
I
such
agree.
thing, but it's just
Right.
it needs to be healthy.
Right. I love that you said it like that because, like, especially since we're on rap, right? And how rap even started, hip hop even started, was like the just all the crime in like the communities and all the, you know what I'm saying? And they use music to kind of bring out, like, express themselves.
Storytelling.
Telling the stories.
So exactly.
what's going on.
So right here, right now, in this paint, while we're rapping against each other, I'ma come for your neck, as you should. The competition, but we leave it here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and
that's
I love Remy Ma for that because
That's the
she'll
work
tell you
space
it's.
for
And
herself.
remember, I told you when you go to New York, make sure you pop your shit, right?
Yes, you did.
Because when like Remy Ma, she's like one of my favorites because she'll go into the ring and woman, man, whatever, you know, because she always would come out with her battle money, but she's coming in here and she's telling you, she's like, I'm gonna slaughter you, like
Yeah.
respectfully.
And you should have that confidence in yourself
And
to know that.
right, and then she had that because she had it, she could back it up, you know, but also, it was never just like, oh, I'm gonna throw shade at you for the rest of the year. I'm gonna be, we're gonna
not
take it
that
to
serious.
Instagram.
Right.
Y'all
It's
both
just
can go
like a-
fly out and get to a trip. Y'all
Right.
both over here on the Grammys looking whatever. Like, you know, y'all
Right.
both look good. So
People
it's
were
like,
right. People were really coming at like it was, which was one of my favorite verses was the Locks versus Dipset.
Yeah.
Because that was friendly competition.
For
Some
sure,
people were
for
like,
sure.
y'all
That was
went the
no
fucking-
competition.
That was some hella New York shit.
Yeah.
and I feel like New York does do it better. Like,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
do it better as far as being able to like really be honest about it and be on the floor about it. Because they could cut each other up, but still like,
Right.
you know, it is what
because
it
it's
is.
like we expect you to come in here and pop your shit, like show it. Like, you know,
if you're
like
talking about it, be about
right.
it.
And if you're
Exactly.
and then when you're about it, you get your respect. You know,
Yeah.
and it's cool.
That's
Like
essentially what they're looking for, right? Is
right.
respect.
But
You
you
can't
didn't
talk
see
your talk and not.
right. You didn't see Dipset and Locks beef after that. They shook hands and was like, yo, they won respectfully.
Dip said they wanted a rematch, but a lot of people were saying no, don't do it,
Well,
don't do it.
But they were good. I feel like they were like good ones to handle that, you know, because
Yeah.
they were gonna come and do the same shit. Once they said, "Oh, this is what you want," okay,
Yeah.
no, we're gonna pop our shit too.
That was a cool as example of that too, though. And it's like if that is like something for like the Grammys or the sport of hip hop or something like that, that'd be dope if Nicki and Megan, you know what I'm saying, they'd be like, all right, you know what I'm saying, whoever wins, congratulations, we toasting to it.
Yeah.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? That'd be dope for the sport.
Yeah.
Because
But that-
like hip hop is kind of
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying, you got other genres, you know what I'm saying, that's doing their shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And hip hop is just like, it's all like one and the same.
But when people were like, you know, because I'm honestly glad Nicki released a diss track in return, and it should have stayed like that.
It should-
in my
she-
opinion,
But
it
that's
should have
it,
been
that's
like
it.
because
Yeah, that's it.
if I feel like you feel like it was ass.
Yeah,
But the
all
thing
the
is-
sounds, all that.
He said, no, not that.
Come on, man.
But listen, but like, I mean, and then to each their own, you know,
Yeah.
there's people who are going to say Meg went off. There's people who can't stand Meg's flow, you know, and like,
Yeah.
or whatever. Or whatever's
Meg,
go. I feel like it started from something personal. God knows whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just we're not there,
Yeah.
you know.
And that's
But-
the truth.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's
And I
personal,
think
Yeah.
it started personally.
Yeah, it did.
And it was like
Personal.
behind the
Yeah, they
scenes
talking about-
shit.
yeah, all
And
kind of-
I
apparently
don't
there was
know
a
that
lot of
part of it,
subs
yeah.
being thrown. I don't
They
know.
said
Again, this
her,
is just like
F the club up song. They said that she was like, I'm gonna stay in stay in your Tory lanes. I'm not Iggy.
mhm.
Yeah.
And then Meg
That
with
she-
the whole
she home
like
breaking and
Megan's
shit.
Law.
right.
And then it's like, you know, but that's what I'm saying.
but
I
people,
don't care.
right.
Put out the music.
Put out the music.
Right, facts.
Yeah.
That's
Stay
it.
to your craft, right?
That's it.
But
I'm
apparently, a
just-
lot of people
yeah.
have been throwing shots at Meg ever since the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Tory
The,
Lanez.
the,
But
But people are
ever
people
since
are
the
so
shot.
mad at her because they don't know what really happened.
No
She
one
didn't
really knows
come
what
out
happened, and
say
no one's
Be
gonna
real
know.
with it, yeah.
Besides
And
the
nigga in
people
jail
who were
right
in
now
the
for it,
car,
you know what I'm
right?
saying?
Besides the people who were in that car and
Kelly
Megan,
shot her.
no one's gonna
Took
know
the
what
fall
really
footage.
happened, right? So instead of like, she could have did a lot of things, but she went to the music. I'm sure, like lighting shots at all you guys.
In hip hop, that's what
And-
you're supposed to do. That's our
Right.
culture. Like that's really Black culture. Shout out Black History Month. But
Yep,
that's
shout out,
really
yep.
Black History Month. That's
Most
really our
definitely.
culture
Yes,
is
it
hip
is.
hop, and I feel like that's to me like as a Black African American, like that's our culture. That's what is important to us. That's what we got to learn because that's really all we got for real. That's all we got.
Do you guys have a top 5? Women
Yeah.
or men? Hip hop artists?
Top 5. Well, my number 1 right now would be Tierra Whack. Right now,
Okay.
Yeah, I
Who?
like her. Tierra Whack. She's from Philly. Yeah, she's a little good storyteller. She's cool. You gotta check her out. I don't want to like,
You all right?
throw
She
it
said,
up
check her out.
there. Yeah, she real
Shout out to
dope.
Philly, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Philly got some
Um,
good artists out there.
That's
Mhm.
one. So you got 5 though.
do I got 5? Honestly, I ain't even.
They put me on
know
the
that.
spot like this too, girl. You know,
A
they
lot
put me
of
on the
women-
spot.
Because it's good to get the opinion from women though. You know what I'm saying?
Top 5. Honestly, I ain't even gonna lie. A lot of women was talking a lot of bull
Yeah,
Jocko.
I
I
can't
do
really
not
get
want to
with
hear.
it.
Right.
Like,
I'm thinking though.
let me
Respect.
not be like, let me not
Yeah.
be like, you know, 'cause I'm still like, you know, I get it. I understand for the times for like certain situations, you turning up, you getting ready to go to the club, or you like, you know, you just feeling good about yourself. You want to get ready, you
Yeah.
at the gym.
What y'all was listening to on the way here?
Mm-hmm.
I was listening
That-
to that new 21 Savage.
I was listening to that dude get with me.
I'm going to this
21
podcast.
Savage. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was listening to
Yeah, I heard
Savage.
something.
I just recently heard it last night, and then I was kind of rebacking on and listening to it. So Him and Brent Fias. I think it's called.
Lover girl.
It's called. What is it?
Oh yeah, I listen to Brent too.
Something
I
about
like
a
Brent
bonnet,
though.
snatch your
Yeah.
bonnet off.
Oh, keep your bonnet on.
Keep your bonnet on.
Leave the bonnet on.
He was hitting with that one. You know, he was hitting with that one, and
Yeah.
you know, just different stuff. I really don't be listening like. I mean, I guess I would say like Nicki, for sure.
Okay.
I hate Nicki. I can't leave Nicki alone. When she dropped Warning long time ago,
Yeah.
she did that whole like
I was in Gag City.
she hit that song. I forgot which one it is from Biggie, but she did it, remade it, called it Warning. Who the hell is this calling me at 12:47? That one, yeah. So she redid it, made it a girl's version, right? It was like she was flowing like Lil' Kim. Like it was kind of like giving like that
She was
whole
like,
like
who the hell is
roughness.
this? Calling me
Yeah.
at 9:47 in the night
Yeah.
while I'm watching the fight. Yeah.
Look at the phone. Like, yeah, like that's my jam. Like she hit it.
That
So,
shit was hard.
Nicki
She was
for
young when she
sure.
did that. That was dope.
As far as women, there's not a. I mean, I can't. I mean,
Man or women? Like if
Lotto
you-
is
top
cool.
five.
I
yeah.
feel like Lotto has a good little Dirty South tour. Boosie, you can't leave Boosie
Oh,
out.
for sure. Okay.
Okay.
Two more.
Like Boosie, that's
I do like Boosie. DJ Quick,
Okay.
you can't play with it. It's
Compton in
LA.
the house.
You can't play
Yeah.
with it. It's
Yep.
LA.
You got a nice little mix there.
It is.
I know it's because I listen to a lot of
Boosie
different
shocked
stuff. No, I
Ain't nothing
no,
wrong
I
with that.
do listen to
Right.
Boosie for real. Like I
Yeah.
really do. Like
Oh,
I
you
was
were shocked?
She's like, Boosie, she's
Still waiting for you to explain yourself.
Boosie. Yeah, explain. Yeah, tell me about it.
She's like, wait a
Tell me
second.
about it.
when I heard Red Light
Top
Special,
five.
Yeah.
I really thought I was grown. I was like, this is how you have to be. This is what you're supposed to be like.
Yeah.
Like, you get a thug, you're supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
Like, that's, I always thought I was
She
grown.
said, I thought I was grown.
I
I,
did.
love that.
I didn't think I was grown. And then
The last one.
I don't even think she was
Who's
going
that?
top five. She's just going with who she messed with.
He's
No,
like
that's
a
her five.
newer
That's her top
artist.
five.
He's
Who's
a
he
newer
in there?
artist. He's like, bitch, I'm underrated. Switch lanes. Oh, dang.
Who's that?
Oh, I know.
Oh,
you're talking about.
Osama.
That he go hard because he really brings back that
He's from
old,
Coast. He's
yeah.
from
like
Coast. Yeah,
Yeah.
Osama.
that old,
yeah.
like
yeah.
that
West
old
Coast.
LA.
like yeah.
yeah.
But I really be hitting R&B for real.
That shit hard. That's
Osama,
that's
Yeah, but that just
Okay,
really,
so your R&B old and new, because this is like something I always like,
R&B.
because
Prince,
a lot of people are going,
Okay.
Sade,
Okay.
Tina
okay,
Marie.
Okay.
Now when
Yeah.
Tina and James did
Uh-huh.
that, girl, I could. You want to sing Fire and Desire? I am your girl. I am that girl for you. I promise you.
That's
Old school Beyonce.
Mhm.
I should say
Okay.
it was really good for me coming up. And Anita Baker.
what era
This little-
in Beyonce, old school Beyonce?
Dangerous in Love.
Okay.
Shoot. All of
Okay.
them before
I know
then,
Beyonce.
honestly.
Right.
Playlist.
She was quick with
Yeah.
R&B. She's like, this is my lane right
Signs
here.
of a Virgo, like all the different.
Yeah,
like,
oh,
yeah. No,
yeah.
see, I got Brent Fias on there. That's my guy.
Any
Like,
newer ones? Any
Yeah,
new-
Brent Fias.
Yeah, I fuck with him.
What's his name? Jovan.
I love me some Ari Lennox. I love me some
Yeah,
Ari
Ari.
Lennox.
I don't be knowing the
And she's-
motherfucking names, but I be
she's
knowing
so-
some songs.
She
and
makes
She's so
you want to
slept
be
on.
sexy and black.
No, she is like
Like the
she's
mahogany in her voice makes you want to be sexy.
And what's her name?
Ari Lennox. She's
Lennox.
part of the Dreamville label with
Okay.
J. Cole's label.
Yeah.
She's
Shout out
bomb.
to
And
Dreamville.
she's I feel like she makes it for like the 30 and above. Like the
Yeah.
grown and sexy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But also-
The grown and sexy, not just
like
any
the collegey kind of like coming out
She
of
got
it.
that. I just got my new apartment.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Right. She be no, for real. She be talking about I'm walking around this bitch naked with my blood in my
Yes,
hand.
feel me.
What about
And-
when she made that song "Sit on It"? I said, "Who was she?"
Sit on it. Or the one with Chloe.
Who was she
Yes,
talking
sorry,
about when
Chloe,
she
you
sang that song?
The she was with it was with Jasmine Sullivan, right?
Yes,
So we got
and
Yeah.
Philly
Up
Chicken
Late.
Check out.
Huh?
and
Up Late.
Greenville.
Up late.
Who was she talking about? When
Did you hear in her new album the you got me. Her new album. Age, Sex, Location.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard any of those songs?
No.
Listen,
Uh-uh.
I'll put that album on repeat. The
Okay.
whole album. You know how it's hard to like listen to every song on the album? Nah, I put that whole shit on repeat.
Now, how do you feel about me saying I feel like Summer Walker is like the new Faith Evans?
No,
New Faith Evans.
No.
And the
She-
reason, can I
Summer
just
Walker.
the reason why I say that, and I would
hurry
say
up
that
and
she
hurry up
could
and
be
explain
on
yourself
my
because
level.
Serpo's
Let me
looking.
just say this.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Faith Evans could come out with an album but her genre of music is so sad and like hurt woman, and it's like that's what's really selling. Summer Walker is in that same category. If she comes out with a boppy song, people mess with it, but they not messing with it. But the girls whose hearts are broken,
Right.
Faith Evans will have us forever. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Loving on a man.
Even Keisha Cole though, like Keisha Cole was on that. Like,
no, but Keisha can give you
Cole,
a
old
good
school
club
yeah,
bop.
she can give you a club bop though. Yeah, you right about
I just
that.
feel like
yeah.
those two
The lane
specific, they're
for
kind of
the-
like coming like
You hear that they bring the
heartbreak.
pain.
Yeah. Like I love that. Like that's Summer Walker would be another one.
Yeah.
Okay, so R&B tip. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Do you guys think R&B is still like R&B how it was back in the 90s and stuff like that?
No.
Well, it can't be because we're in a different time.
Right.
You know, we gotta
Yeah.
we like the people making the R&B. They my age. You know, they all.
And what do we really know
You
about
know?
like
So a lot of
Right.
it is like, you feel me? Like I guess what people think is black love is, you know, the trap nigga. You feel me? You at home, he ain't answering the phone. You feel me? That's really, you know, what we talking about nowadays.
Right.
That's kind of like we gotta. R&B plays into the time.
Lady London.
Right. Well, I agree.
Lady London.
I don't know why I was about to sleep on her. Lady London. if
I
you-
know that name.
I'm so sorry.
She
somewhere.
is not only a rapper,
two,
she's
yeah.
a poet.
Yeah,
And I feel like that's important when you're putting
Did
out
she come
music.
through on like one of them like hip hop shows or something before? Some shit
I'm
like
not
that. Lady
sure.
London.
I came across her mixtape.
Did she got like a little like
No.
a little,
No.
like a mohawk type
No, I'm
something?
just
She very poised.
very poised. She's that. She's from New York.
Yes.
She's from New York.
Yeah. She's from New York.
But that
Spits.
track, Black Love, that poem that she spoke to, like who she was speaking to, like her man. Like to me, I don't know if it's her man now. I don't know if she's with someone.
Right,
I'm saying, like,
right.
if it was her man.
I feel like that's important in R&B as well, is to be poetic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And she gives rap, she gives R&B, she gives it all.
Yeah.
Like her mixtape was hard.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're gonna have
Lady
to tap
London.
into the
Oh, yeah, Cassie
mixtape.
too, huh?
Yes. Shout out to Lady London.
Shout out
She
to Lady
does
London.
not get a lot of
Yeah,
recognition.
definitely.
Because she really wanted the girls to spit.
Yeah, she can spit. For her to be so like petite,
Yes.
tiny, small, like she doesn't have a small voice, but she has like a small voice. But when she on it, she raw. Like she give it
Yeah.
up. Like yeah, it's nice.
Okay.
Talk that
Yeah.
talk.
She talked that talk.
She let it the music
Yeah,
Yeah.
speak for her. That's absolutely. I hear that.
definitely.
So we can tell that you guys love music though. So what are like if you at home chilling, you know what I'm saying? Do you got the TV on or you got music on?
I have the TV on. I'll be having like YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're winding down, smoking that joint,
Yeah,
getting
I be doing a little bit. you know.
decompressing.
Yeah, because
That's
sometimes
right.
like going out and about, I'm always like moving and everything. So when I get to be home, I like to clean up,
Yeah.
set,
Yeah.
get ready for the next couple of days. And,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of Masego. I grew up in a Caribbean
Yes.
household, so I have a lot of like
Yes.
Caribbean music I listen to.
Okay. Masego.
Yeah, Masego's not a Caribbean artist, but like I listen to Masego.
He's more instrumental.
Yeah, instrumental. Yeah.
Yes. Hot
Yes.
out.
Get
that's
on it.
that's
Oh, and
good
then
right
he
there.
did, Can I get to the game?
Uh-huh.
That's sweet.
Sir's a good one. See,
Yes,
you have us
Sir.
going with this
Yeah,
R&B.
Yeah. I just don't know the name.
Yeah,
Everything
that
y'all
name.
said, I've
Yeah.
heard.
I'm pretty sure you probably have heard a lot. It's just the names.
Yeah,
Right.
the names. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's
Right,
out there. It's out there.
Be cool.
Yep.
I
So,
definitely
so
got
you
the
say you
music
started the business about in 2020, right?
A little bit after.
A little
I
bit
would say,
after
like,
2020.
2021.
And just seeing like how it's going, how you've been moving, is it trending in the way that you want it to go? Have you encountered any difficulties that you know what I mean?
I would definitely say I expected something a little bit more cut,
Okay.
like maybe a little bit more like straight to the point.
right.
But you have to work and you have to network and you have to put yourself out there. I'm not really used to like doing that. I'm just
Right.
used to being behind the scenes. Like I don't mind just being over here. Like as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, like I'm cool. So I just have to like redirect. But I see it going really far for me and
That's
for my
good.
brand.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it too though. Even being at the event, the way you guys at the event at Smoking Loud, the way you guys had that shit turned up over there.
It wasn't just us, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it was the vibe of all of us. That
Right.
little
Period.
corner.
That
Our
whole little
section
corner
was
was-
lit. Our little corner was.
Yeah, because I
I
think
was like-
Vibes was by you guys on that side.
Yeah.
You know,
Wasn't the VIP behind y'all too?
Yes, it was. It was right behind
That
us. and they
whole-
had
that
to
whole
walk
building,
by
yeah.
us.
They knew what they were
They
doing
had
by
to walk
putting us
by us.
there.
Yeah, they knew. They knew.
Yeah.
They had to walk by my table just to get through, and they
Yeah.
saw the
Man.
ladies, and they was like, "Oh, wait, hold on,
Yeah.
stop." We was holding up the line a couple times.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, and wasn't you in a twerk contest too?
I
Yeah.
was.
You actually had a couple girls from your brand who was in the twerk contest. I feel like
I did at first. It was supposed to be 3 girls, but it ended up being 2, and I'm so thankful for y'all because honestly, like they showed up and showed out.
they did. I was there.
Like I said, I feel like no matter who they put them against, they would have
Right.
won. So,
Y'all lucky I didn't do a handstand.
working flexibilities over here. Okay.
Oh,
She just split though. I seen it.
Okay.
They tore up. When I tell you they tore up the
tore
twerk
up.
contest.
And the other girl that we had on there, Q, she had on leather pants.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Shaking that thing.
Not me being like, I know.
I was like, so if you see it through the leather pants, just know if it wasn't there.
Right.
And that was, listen, we was restricted.
Restricted.
Right. That's basically what she means. Like, yeah.
It was still wobbling. So
Okay.
Y'all brought
they
the
was trying to
energy
get
with
around
that.
3. I was like, okay, y'all doing too much.
I
Around
know you got the boots wobbling,
There's
wobbling,
only 2
and
girls
shaking.
right here.
Yeah.
Like, how many more rounds do you need?
Right.
Make it make
Right.
sense.
Well, the crowd really was loving them
They
both.
loved it.
Because
Yeah.
they both brought like a different energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just like, oh.
Having a cannabis.
Do we got a time? Y'all both did bring the energy, and it was dope.
Yeah,
It was
Yes,
dope.
it was such a dope experience.
I was trying to be a judge, like bad.
We needed you.
Like
We needed you up there.
I've been said that because I feel like the guy was playing. I was like, you.
He was playing around.
he was playing.
He was playing.
He was
around.
playing. We
You
popping
enjoying
shit,
the
but
show
nah, I was
tonight.
like, they needed me as a judge, at least like a second part or something.
Yeah.
You know,
It was great.
So
It was
next
really
one,
good.
count me in.
Okay. No, like I didn't be like.
Okay.
Next time, count me in.
That's all right, 5.
Period.
You ever gonna get in one? Like get in the contest?
No, I've done all my twerking.
Say it's a wrap.
No, because it's just like going back to the industry, like it's really hard to keep people to be interested. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just like where the girls could be fun and free because it's like they're not the face necessarily.
Got you.
I have to
Yeah.
step into rooms with people and talk to people a
Most
certain way. And
definitely.
it's like, experience some things. And you're like, oh,
Yes.
That's right.
switch this up a little bit.
Right.
So I
Got
have beautiful
us
ladies
for-
around
yes,
me.
got your promo
And I let them know,
models
like,
for it.
hey,
Yes.
y'all promoting, y'all doing this,
Yes.
that, whatever. You know, you still have to respect them.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know, they'll be in the
Yes.
twerk contest. They'll be, walking around.
We gonna have a time.
Yeah, always.
Always gonna have a time. Yeah.
That's right.
Y'all definitely did set the bar. So I'm sure, like New York, get ready for Cali Cakes.
Oh, they already know.
Get ready for Cali
Oh,
Cakes.
they already know the vibe.
It was
You
the
know?
3 of us on.
Oh, my
other
God.
homegirl.
Yes. Yeah.
My
Shout out to
bestie.
Jazz.
Shout out
Yes.
to Jazz in the back. Trying to hide.
Jazz.
So that's how we are traveling to New York.
I mean, this go round, I would assume so. Yeah, for right now.
Okay, that's what's up.
I typically try to keep it light. It's easier that way, so I can when you have too many girls, you kind of have to be back and forth.
Yeah, come here.
Yeah,
Come here.
Well, not necessarily them though. This go round, it was immaculate. I was able to walk around. I was able to really connect with people without even having to. Everyone fell into line. It was great.
It was real good.
And go ahead.
If you can speak on it by you being, a woman within the industry and you traveling with the products, how is traveling with product from state to state with
Don't.
certain legalizations?
You don't.
Sure.
So certain brands that you're getting in California, you're not going to get that strain in
If
New
it's
York.
in New York, you're getting it from New York.
Huh.
If it's a taste
Legally.
of Cali, it's a taste.
Hey, period, my nigga. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Because I do definitely I push. First of all, I do not push the children. I'm not messing with you. I've had this 17-year-old. He was when I tell you he was sniffing me down, and I was like, my little brother's game. Like, okay, he's like, oh, you smell good, and I was like, okay, can you move? But yeah, I don't serve the kids. And I also feel like you should learn your laws because it's silly to get
Facts.
caught up in something that you think from California I could do this, and it's not like that in Wichita.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
happy you said that.
Texas or
Especially
Florida.
in Texas, they putting you under the jail.
Yo, they still fight. Yeah, they fighting out there trying to get it legal.
So yeah,
What's tricky about Texas though, you know what I'm saying, is certain spots in there that's allowable and certain spots that's not.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That's where it get tricky at. You know what I'm saying? Because I done went inside shops, like legal shops in Texas.
yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And then go across a couple freeways, you know what I'm saying? It's like no tolerance for this shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
You know what I'm
crazy. So you gotta really know for real.
No, you do.
It's important. You should. You should definitely.
Yeah, and back to what you said, you should know them laws. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're traveling from here to there, even if you're going recreationally, we always say that shit. If you can
All the
have
time.
2 ounces here in California, that don't mean you can have 2 ounces over in Florida.
Yeah.
You could probably only have like a half or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So know your destination point.
Especially if you're trying to like, do a brand or have any kind of, you definitely want to be knowing of that.
Mm-hmm.
Laws.
Most definitely. So tell everybody where they can find you at.
Well, you can definitely find me at Kakes OG
On Instagram,
on
right?
Instagram. Yes, I don't know why I had a brace. That's what happens when you smoke too much. I was like, and that's on what? Instagram.
Yeah.
Callie with a K.
Cakes with a K as well,
Cakes
right?
with
Yes.
a K as well.
And
And then OG.
Yes. That good smoke.
It really is.
and the OG. Yep. Definitely tap in and
tap in with them. Their bud smells fire.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You hook. Yes.
This one's a small. Oh, my bad.
Let's go ahead and show the
That
camera.
one I'm telling you.
Where you
Fire.
at? Oh, you can't. Can you zoom in on that,
definitely
Solomon?
about to tap into him.
Yeah.
But it
Smoke break.
smells good. It looks good. You hooked me up with some the last event. Thank you.
Girl,
It was
you welcome.
fire. It was
It's all about the
fire.
experience.
So
That's what it
definitely.
is. So yeah.
Tap in with them if you want some
Tap in.
bomb bud,
Yay.
woman owned, Black owned. Shout out to y'all and thank you guys for pulling up. We appreciate
Thank
you
you for having us.
guys.
Y'all
No
are
problem.
For sure.
D.
No problem.
D.
Yep.
Thank
And
y'all.
definitely tap in with them and see where they're gonna be at. Cause like they said, they go to different events and stuff like that. So follow their Instagram and see where they're gonna be at next. So you can pop up and get that Cali Cakes experience. You know what I mean?
And if you want to go ahead and
On everything, man. So look, we want to thank y'all for tapping in with us, man.
Yes.
Best way to smoke, Big J.
Serpo Jr. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and go on and tell a friend.